guys, welcome to my channel. Jasmine here. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I was able to color and cut this hair and basically tell you guys some things I learned while doing this hair and making it into a wig. So if this is something you're interested in watching, please stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there. It would really warm my heart to have one more subscriber. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell as well, so every time I upload a video you'll be notified and you won't miss out on any of my content. Alright you guys, without further ado, let me just go ahead and show you guys how I was able to achieve this color. To color the hair, I used one box of L'Oreal High Color Highlights for dark hair in the shade Magenta, as well as one Adore hair color in the shade 186 Eggplant Purple. You need developer with the L'Oreal High Color, so I used Salon Care 40 Volume Developer. When I mixed the hair color, I felt like I did it backwards, so I would recommend mixing the developer with the L'Oreal High Color and then put the purple Adore in once those two are mixed first. As you'll see in the clip, I have some red color that didn't mix completely with the developer, so I was hoping these two colors would mix evenly. I applied the color to the hair first with an applicator brush, and then I went through the hair in small sections at a time, coating the color with the hair unevenly. When you're coloring curly hair, I think this is so important, especially if it's a unit and not directly bundles where you can see the color being distributed. I colored the back part of the unit first, and I colored the lace last to avoid getting any color on the lace as much as possible. While I was coloring the hair, you guys, I noticed the hair was shedding a lot. I had to stop several times in between applying the color and coating the hair to remove the hair between my fingers because it was just really annoying and uncomfortable. I let the hair sit outside for about 2 hours before I washed and conditioned the hair. I really didn't want to put heat on this hair, so I let the hair air dry after I washed and conditioned it, and this is how it turned out. I didn't put any oil on it or any serums or any type of gel. This is strictly what the hair looks like with no product in it. Looking at the hair, I love my results, but I was a little curious to see how the hair would look if I bleached it first. Then I started thinking if the bleach would alter the entire curl pattern of the unit. So before I messed up while I was ahead, I just decided to do a test on a small weft that I had from the previous bundle. And I wasn't too sure what to expect, but I'm happy I tested a small section first because the bleach completely changed the curl pattern. Moving forward, I know I'm not going to bleach the unit, so I'm just going to add some layers to fill out the hair some more and make it look more natural. I didn't wind up cutting a lot of the hair, but the little hair that I did cut, it made a big difference, and it overall made it look more natural and more believable. And it's better to cut curly hair when it's wet, so I dampened the hair before I tried to cut it. And as you guys can see, my fingers are gliding through this hair, which is so crazy because even while I was doing it, it was shedding even more and more. So this hair definitely does shed a lot, but it is a very nice curl pattern. I'm not too sure if that's something that you would want to compromise for the curls, but I'm just putting it out there. So now that you guys have seen how I was able to color and basically cut this wig, I wanted to come on here and give you guys a little bit of information about the hair and tell you guys what I was thinking while I was doing this hair. So this hair was actually sent to me from Uni's Hair, and the website that they have for this hair is actually African Mall, so I'll have the information down in the description box, but the hair is Uni's Hair, and I was able to get 4 bundles of Malaysian curly deep wave virgin hair, and I got all my bundles in lengths 10 inches, and I got a 13x4 frontal. So that's what I constructed this wig out of. I guess you could say I only used 3 bundles. I have a 4th bundle left, and as you guys can see, there is a difference in the color, and that's something that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because when I first thought about coloring this hair, it was just so random because I had already had some purple hair color in my little hair arsenal, and I wanted to see how I could incorporate that in my next hairstyle, which would have been this wig. So I was like, well, you know, some purple hair would be really cute. So I actually wind up mixing my L'Oreal's for dark hair color only hair color in the shade magenta, one of those with one of the Adore eggplant purple, and I decided to put this on the hair because I didn't want to bleach these bundles because I wasn't too sure if the curls were gonna fall or not, because that's something that I always think about when I am coloring curly hair, because I love the fact that curly hair just looks so juicy when it's really natural and you don't put bleach on it. So I'm very happy with the color that I was actually able to turn out with, and I wanted to show you guys what this hair would have looked like if I would have bleached it first in order to get a more intense purple. So this is what the bundles look like when you first get them. You know, I did go ahead and I cut this one for the sake of the video, but as you guys can see, it's like a nice dark brown shade, and I have a similar width, same length, and this is what the hair looks like after I bleached it. And this is one bleaching. I didn't bleach the hair twice. This is one bleaching, one setting. I had to let the bleach sit on the hair for an hour. As you guys can see, there's a big difference in the curl drop. So I'm very happy that I was able to achieve this color without having to bleach the hair, because when I first put the color on, the hair looked like a lavender magenta color, and it looked really pretty. It almost looked like one of those costume cotton candy color wigs that you always see people rocking nowadays. So I was really excited that maybe the hair was gonna turn out like a lavender color, but it didn't actually lift that much for the color to deposit and be that vibrant. So the hair actually turned out more natural than what I wanted the color to be, or what I envisioned the color would be. But I'm happy that it did turn out this way, because after I had seen the color on the hair while it was like wet or whatever, I'll insert a picture right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I showed it to you guys on Snap. If you guys aren't following me on Snapchat, make sure you do, because that's where I pretty much post all of my stuff, like like while I'm doing it, like my everyday life stuff. So you guys will see it first on Snapchat if you follow me there. So I was kind of expecting the color to look like that, but when it didn't come out like that, I was thinking if it didn't come out the color that I wanted it to, because I didn't want to put any heat on this hair to like mess up the curl pattern. So I was actually letting the hair air dry when I decided I would bleach the hair. And so when I was contemplating on bleaching the hair or not, something just came up in my mind, like, why don't I do a test bleach to see how the bundles would look? Because at first when it was air drying, it looked a lot darker than what it is. This color, it's not like a cherry color because it's more purple. It really is like a nice magenta purple. Hopefully I'll be able to insert some video clips so you guys can see that this hair is purple. And I'll hold this bundle up again so you can see, like, this is black and this is the color that it came out to be. So the color is even all around, and I love that about this hair so much, you guys. Now, I did want to come and tell you guys, when I was coloring the hair, I did notice that the hair was shedding a lot. It was shedding a lot. And I noticed while I was detangling the hair, when I was deciding to cut the hair and try to frame it to my face, I noticed that the hair was shedding a lot then as well too. So I would notice my hands would just have like a lot of strands of hair running through them while I was trying to detangle the hair. And besides the fact that the hair was shedding a lot, it wasn't hard for me to detangle it. I didn't have a lot of single strand knots, but I mean, that's to be expected when you're working with freshly new bundles. So yeah, I just can't really say that the hair won't get tangled because I haven't worn it out enough yet to really like give an in-depth review over the hair just yet. But honestly, these are the most juiciest curls I have had in a while. Now this hair, I could compare this hair to the Ariel hair. In the beginning of September, I made a video on how to make a wig beginner friendly. I'll leave that video somewhere in the card section right up here, as well as down the description box if you guys are interested in checking that video out. But these curls are very similar to those curls. The grade of hair is very similar in texture. They're very soft bundles, and honestly, you guys, this is like the second best curly unit I've made besides the one I made in September. So that says a lot, and I think I've reviewed maybe 3 other vendors within that time that have had curly bundles. So that says a lot about the hair to me especially. And yeah, I really like this hair. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys like my results, make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. If you guys are thinking about doing this to a unit that you've made, I would honestly think about doing it this way first before you try to bleach it and get a more vibrant color, because a lot of the times when you do bleach your hair, it does strip the curl pattern and it makes the hair a lot harder to manage. So yeah, I love how it turned out. If you guys do, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in my next one.